Our first contestant, please make her warmly welcome, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Tui Tui Fashion, Sawana Kalahola Aleva. Her topic is the environment. And just a quick notice, if the owner of car registration RT180, if you could kindly move your vehicle, ko le ato vehicle o taha kua ana mele, e te laiseni a wa taha warunoa ka takipe o unoho mele ka ata foki ai huanga ki Faonelua ka taki. Please welcome Sawana Kalahola Aleva.
Dr. Epeli Heilala once quoted, "We are not defined by the smallness of our islands, but by the vastness of our oceans. We are the sea, we are the ocean, Oceania is us. And we must wake up to this ancient truth. Tapu mai pau tahai o pua, whakatapu kia hau e ki mo haamata pule, o mi hamopua ke whakakakato ai whatomi ane." So environment. What is environment? Well, environment is defined as the surroundings or conditions which a person, animal, or plant lives. It provides the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we eat, and the land where we live. It's a combination of both a human and natural phenomena. O kumahu inga au pito, ke tau tawi o tau hotau atakai. It's important to protect our environment because it's a gift from God as provision for our existence. It's the future home for our youth, and for Tonga, Tonga Masani hotau Tonga, and ma'a hotau atakai. Furthermore, there are 3 significant types of environments ke tau tokanga ilelei. Our first is the natural environment, which is the soil, sun, air and water. Secondly, our social environment, family, ka ngā mea, ngā weanga, mo society. And lastly, our mental environment, which is the space where your beliefs, expectations, and your influences reside. So these are very serious areas needing our attention, especially since issues have arrived. And although there are good and bad sides to it, here are a few examples of the issues we are seeing today. So from the natural environment, global warming and climate change. Social, domestic violence. Mental illness. What we can do to solve some of these problems is to raise awareness and educate our youth and communities to value the importance of environment. We can encourage intentionality and preserve the beauty of Tonga and our country through projects that everyone can take part in. And lastly, we can hold conversations in our homes about the value of environment. So as Dr. Epeli mentioned, it's not about the smallness of our islands. It's not about our selfish desires. So let's take care of our vast oceans because we are Oceania. We are part of the environment. Oceania is us. Leve levai malanga tu'a pahu.
All of us on the presentation for that Paula. The favorite paper to Paula Thank you. Thank you for that presentation. Just a quick question on natural environment. If you are fortunate enough to be selected as Miss Heilala, you'll be joining other pageants like the Miss Pacific and so forth. What would you say if you're asked, as a Tongan, what can you do to actually better protect the environment of Tonga, the natural environment?
Maloma Fehui. If I were to become the Miss Heilala and have that opportunity, I would take lead in encouraging the beautification of Tonga. For example, I would lead initiatives to encourage creativity, to recycle and reuse the materials that Tonga already has. For example, driving around Tonga, I've seen that the old tires that are broken down were reused for pot plants. I've seen in homes of my aunties and uncles, old t-shirts that were about to be thrown out were made into decoration for their homes. So I would encourage Tonga to use what we already have to recycle and to use their creativity. Koia pe malo.
Thank you very much for a very comprehensive short presentation. As you will know from my introduction, my passion is oceans and environment. Could you, from your biography, your passion about storytelling, could you link for me the social environment and traditional knowledge with protection of the oceans, and how you would use social environment to protect the environments with the ocean space?
Well, as I mentioned, the social environment is all about the people. So as I said, we are Oceania. I would use the social environment to encourage our villages to come together to promote unity for protecting our environment. Koia pe malo.
Our second contestant to the podium this morning is Ms. Paula, Te Ovaaki, Te Haulani Laua. Her topic is transportation.
Malolele. This morning I am going to be talking about transportation here in Tonga. In other words, Faonelua. In the beginning, centuries ago, transportation in Tonga from place to place was all alone by walking and horse riding. Aia koe, te whanonga aki I he kamata ana, nei whai kotoa aki ia ai lue laulo mo he kahosa. Then as the years went by, transportation led to carriages, in other words, he kaskawiote. Because of transportation from island to island was made by waka nei, Opao, Wakala, and Tonga Masani. Nowadays, transportation can be made by airplane as the upgrading comes. So transportation in Tonga now is upgraded faster and safe. So there's no need of horse riding and carriages. In saying that, now that Tonga, transportation is more accessible and easy. Transportation has made people's lives easier and convenient here in Tonga. Our community, so there is a lot of disadvantages and advantages, of course, so I will just explain to you guys quickly. Our community is, backing on vehicle conditions. I have seen, not being disrespectful to the Tongan community, but I have seen there are cars on the streets that shouldn't be on the road. However, I feel like the transportation services need to be more strict, as this does cause high risks for our community. To raise awareness, there should be a firm system in place to inform our people on the importance of safe transportation. It would help educate them on staying safe at all times, for example, having seatbelts and working lights. Just make sure that vehicles are safe and have warrant fitness registration. Also, a couple of problems here in Tonga at the moment are drink driving and speeding. A good way to solve this is to focus on the transportation system, like for example, the process of handling driving license, and to ensure that regular checkpoints are held within Tonga to ensure safety to our community. Things are also looking positive for Tonga in terms of new airlines being able to land in Tonga or flying straight to Baba'u. Tonga has come a long way. Tonga is not only a friendly island because of interacting along with people.
Thank you very much, Ms. Laura, for expanding on a very, very important topic here in Tonga. Could you expand on the importance of affordable transportation for education in Tonga.
Education. Meaning, schools? Or like
yes, for example, we have primary schools, secondary schools, post-secondary schools, and we have many islands, more than any other island in the world.
Malo, for the question, I think that most families here in Tonga will take their children to a school that is a lot closer to their home. So I think for affordable, instead of taking them to school by car, they could walk the children, save vehicles, like to keep the vehicles at home, could save Tonga from pollution. Because I wouldn't think they would take their children schools far away from their house. So affordable, they could save money, walk their children to school or back, even the bus. I know the buses have a lot really cheap fares.
That's a brilliant answer.
Thank you very much. That was a pretty comprehensive presentation, especially when we covered a whole range of challenges that we face in transportation. One in particular that I would like you to actually expand a little on is the traffic jam that we have in some of the roads. Just simplify, what do you think we should be doing to try and solve some of the issues about traffic congestion or traffic jams?
I'll be back to the question. I think that there has been a lot of traffic jams. I think that if people that are using the cars, maybe if it wasn't just one person per car, maybe there should be, if they're traveling with a family, it should be families in the cars, not just one person per car, because then if it's just one person per car, it's going to be a long line of traffic throughout Tonga. So I think if it's just families that are traveling in vehicles, it would be a lot better than just one person per car. Save Tonga from having a lot of traffic jams.
Thank you very much. I think carpooling would be a great idea so people start coming together.
Malo.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nuku'alofa, te opa ki Laula, with the topic there of transportation. Te tau hoko atini ki he contestant tika tolu, Ms. Alovili Hone, mele te pita Priscilla Alovili. Ko mele tene whaine whamatala te kauaki e moe media, e koe whaiongo, e whatongia kuia a ongo whalufua pe I he whonuani. Our next contestant number 3 is Ms. Alovili Hone, mele te pita Priscilla Alovili, who heralds from Brisbane, Australia, and she will be talking about the topic this morning, which is media here in Tonga. Please make her feel warmly welcome.
An American singer, poet, songwriter, and director Jim Morrison said, "Whoever controls the media controls the mind." There are 4 classifications of media: print media, broadcast media, outdoor or out-of-home media, and lastly, the internet, social media. On June 24, 2019, an interview was shared on YouTube of an influential Tongan journalist, publisher, and broadcaster, Faonelua, who spoke about his decision to sell Tonga's very own Tainua Tonga newspaper and his hopes to venture in a more digital way of sharing the news. In his interview, he shared, "Who needs a newspaper? Who needs a television set, computer, when you have a telephone? And in Tonga, everybody has a telephone." The mobile phone is a major thing that has changed the life of the life in Tongans. And I completely agree. So just as Paula has emphasized how relevant the use of mobile phones are in Tonga, I will be focusing on social media use here in Tonga, as it is our nation's go-to for all the sources of information. Some pros of social media is being able to keep in contact with family, staying up to date with what's happening within the world, being able to document and record events, preserve precious photos and videos, of our loved ones with unlimited storage, which is available on Facebook, Instagram, and all social media platforms. There's so much good that social media can offer, but unfortunately, because we are human, there are many cons that come with it. Some of them being the overuse of social media. It decreases the face-to-face communication skills, facilitates laziness, and studies have even shown that it has been able to show that it's not only numbing, but dumbing our generation that are coming. And the biggest issue that I've witnessed within our Tonga community, not just here in Tonga, is cyberbullying. My uncle shared with me a bit of wisdom about preparing for this. And he said to be completely honest about people, regardless of how harsh it may be. If there's love behind it, and there's a solution that follows, then to share. To be completely honest, and with as much love as I can share, our Tonga people on social media are some of the biggest cyber bullies. We've witnessed it already in the Miss Heilala pageant, with some of my pageant sisters being targeted as puns and jokes, and regardless of it being funny to those who have posted it, it affects each and every one of us, regardless of it being myself or my pageant sisters. Even reigning Miss Heilala has been a victim of sort of cyberbullying. There's so much that our people can offer. Our people were known as the friendly island of Tonga, but we're not able to portray that through the way that we are on social media. I would encourage our people to continue to be better. In the Bible it says in Ephesians 4:29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto our hearers. These are the words from our Bible, from God. And I hope and I commit each and every one of us here today to be better. For a better world.
Thank you very much, Fifita. I absolutely concur with your presentation, and I think everybody in this room has experienced one way or another this kind of bullying on social media. So for myself, if you were to be crowned as the Miss Heilala for this year, can you please share with us an initiative that you might roll out to try and eliminate this kind of behavior, or educate people to minimize this kind of behavior?
Thank you for the question. Sorry, it's not that I'm ignorant, it's just I want to be able to share with you how I really would be able to help our people improve in this situation, this issue. If I were to be crowned Miss Heilala, and even if I were not to be crowned Miss Heilala, I would do my best to educate our children, go to the schools, have programs run where they're taught how to use and use social media in a proper and appropriate way. Teach them what's right to say or how to use it, what they can share, that basically let them understand how it feels if the things that they said to them, how would they feel. I would also encourage in those programs going to schools, not just schools, because unfortunately in Tonga, some of our kids aren't in schools. So I would go to their villages, have teams go to the villages and educate the kids how to report things on social media, how to stop it, You don't have to share it, you don't have to comment on it, you can just report it, and that does the job itself in removing the situation. Thank you.
Stunning this morning. My question, I really appreciate you advocating that social media, which is something that your era has really mastered, is numbing and dumbing our young people. It is also not helpful with time management. So you're advocating to use social media to make young people better. How so? How would you use this platform, social media, which is something that your generation had mastered, to make our young people better?
Thank you for your question. Well, right now, I run a non-profit organization. It's called Heilala. We raise awareness for mental health and suicide prevention within a Pacific Island community, not just for Tongans, but everyone. Because regardless of the language being different and maybe our traditions, we are all one people. Through Heilala, we use social media to share ways on how we can help each other, build each other up with being able to use social media in a positive way instead of spreading hate, which is what social media is known for. I would encourage our people to, even myself as I use it now, it's taught me to spread more love. I've also seen that we have a group here led by Elizabeth Kite, the Tonga youth leaders. They use social media beautifully. The way that they're able to share quotes, the way that they're able to share, the way the youth in Tonga are able to help one another. These are really living examples here in Tonga. We don't need to, even though it's awesome to come here and advocate for it, we have examples here. We just need to be able to really give them that platform for them to be able to be that example. Because we see everybody else, we see the rugby players, we see celebrities in America, but we're not seeing our own people, our very own people here in Tonga that are awesome examples to us. Thank you.
Malo Apito Melipita from Miss Alabini Home, with the topic of course was media this morning. Kau whakena ka venga mahuinga kau whonua, i hake kuia e te au pio taimi, te teknolosia for te hange kuia ko nai rui koe kau whamau kongkongi, malawa lewa ki ngāwe aki e teknolosia koe ni, ki he lei, o tuto e ngāwe aki koki e ni i kehe e teknolosia koe ni ki he kōki. Te mai te hui koe kongkongi, nai hana whela pi tonu, ma hono ako ne kino hatau kakai, te no ngāwe aki a media sosiale, ke ki ngahi rea tuku hake peko rea tuku hifo, ki le lei whakamu fuahatau hifo nua. Continuing on now to contestant number 4, Miss Salone Accounting Services, Manu Tu'uwhanga Lawe Mai. The topic this morning is health. Ko kawenga koia a Manu Tu'uwhanga Lawe Mai pongpongini, koe mo uilelei, ko health. Mo pasipasi mai ai contestant number 5.
Mo uilelei Tonga, ke whakamalohi sino, pea pala nisi ai mea tupuni. Mo uilelei Tonga, ke tuku ai holi, pea tawa taina e whakakaukau. Pea kakaka lewa ai Tonga Masani. Health. Health is physical, mental, and social. This consists of 3 significant principles that humans need, known as the mind, body, and soul. If these elements are presented within an individual, we will experience peace and self-discovery. Our bodies. The body is a physical figure that reflects the essence of a person. As Pacific Islanders, the more we consume, the happier we are. Am I right? Sometimes the food we eat is not considered healthy, but it makes us feel satisfied and we feel good. We may save the food in the moment, but in the long run, this can result in serious consequences such as nutritional deficiencies, an increase in obesity rates, and many more other health issues within the body. Then we come to our minds. Our minds are like jigsaw puzzles. It is a broad concept that can function to so many different extents, but it's our ability of thinking that we use to apply the knowledge to different situations that we come across. An example is using our minds is this Heilala festival. Look at our sponsors, our families, even all of you beautiful Heilala pageant contestants have stressed constantly to ensure that we put on the best for everyone. We need to understand the importance of rejuvenation and the importance of looking after our minds. Then we come to the most important part, which is our soul. Our soul differentiates us as individuals. We each have a purpose in life, and in order to experience content, we cannot conceal our soul. I mean, look at our own nation. Yesterday we all saw it when we went to Latu. Latu is a prominent aspect of our culture. This is shown on Sundays, where the Sabbath day is dedicated to the Lord. Latu is used as a form of reassurance that there is hope in creating a healthy soul. Once we experience serenity, we know that our mind, body, and soul are in good health. Mo'uilelei Tonga is mind, body, and soul. Pekakatoleva ay Tonga Masani.
That empowering speech gave me goosebumps. But Mantufana, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. So you have taught us that three things work together to contribute to best health. Our body, we struggle a little bit with our fed genes here in Tonga because we consume happiness, as you said. And then there is the use of the mind to heal. But I wish that you can elaborate a little bit more on how the soul that differentiates individuals help us to gain best health.
Thank you for the question. So when I'm talking about the soul, I'm talking about our personalities, and that's what differentiates us. So myself, I have a different personality as opposed to all of you people who have different personality. Using the example of Latu, we go to Latu and we feel it's a time of reflection, and it's a time to gain positivity and interaction with others. So when I'm talking about health, it consists of other two elements as well. It's like a domino effect. So we have the soul, as I mentioned, then that has a domino effect on our minds. We're feeding good energy into our minds, and that reflects into our physical figure, like I said, body, malo pito.
My question, I think it was interesting how you actually linked religion and health. My question is maybe you can expand a little bit on using this kind of platform, like the Pre-Pageant, on a particular issue that's very relevant, like NCT. Non-communicable diseases. If you actually have a wish, what would that one wish be, or actually addressing this particular issue?
If I was to have one wish, I would like to address the issue of non-communicable diseases, and an example of that is diabetes. And that is there's a high rate of diabetes here in Tonga. Coming from a teacher background, I'm studying teaching, I would like to implement this in the education system. Teaching the children that how much of sugar are you consuming. Like visually showing them that if I show them a can of Coke and show them how many teaspoons of sugar you're putting into your body. So I would like to implement that into our education system, addressing the issue of diabetes. But also it's not just about the food. food, it's also about physical exercise. The children need to be taught that exercise is not just to look good, it's also to help our minds and our soul, and it's good to relieve stress. Walking around in the mornings, I've seen people going for runs, and this is great. I remember coming to Tonga a few years ago, I didn't see that many people walking. I was sleeping in my hotel room and I heard this instructor say, 1, 2, 3, and I was like, what is going on? And I look out the window and here's this instructor with this community of Tongans like doing circuit training. I was like, this is great. So in terms of addressing the issue of diabetes, I want to emphasize the importance of exercise and also the food that we are consuming. And that all starts from the education system and our children, because they are the future of Tonga. Malo people.
For Miss Salone Accounting Services, Manuku Whanga Lawe Mai Whokia, Pea Moe Whenui, Wakawe Ngā Koia Koe Mu'uilele, Koe Health, Pea Nane Lawe Whokia ki he tau Mu'uilo Tolu. Ai koe moe whakata mai, whakai sino, pea moe whakai loto. Koe whiu uraki, nai whikau aki ia, pea moe te hoko taki, pe koe whewate I kuia ai mo'uri whakai loto, pea moe mui whakata mai, mui whakai sino. Pe nai lawe whokia ki kawhaki koe ni o e loto, e no mao loto he sāpate, pea moe ta mui whakau maarie. Pe o whiu I ono ua, whikau aki pea moe paupalema koe ni o e tau whausasino o whakata koe whanuani, pea mo ono te lawe I kuia, pea moe kalpalema mahaki suka. Whawhawha pita tari koia a Miss Salone Accounting Services I he pongpongi ni. Tā hopa tani ki he contested whika ni ma. Miss Ewa Tourism, Emeline, Lowena, Mamatuki, Nā Paa. Koe tarika koia a Miss Ewa Tourism he pongpongi ni, preserving our culture. E ono hauwhaki de whakatolonga o e tau whatunga motu o koia a Tonga. I'd like to invite now Miss Ewa Tourism to the mic to present the topic, preserving our Tongan culture.
O kokoi ke hupanga I tā mara konua, maho eiki, malotu, kaulawalaga tapa kaukau manakua ki kawinga, mona uhinga aya koe preserving culture. Preserving culture a hota kalinga ki whatongia aia e ta mate mātonga. Ko ha preserving culture ha ponua o kuhinga ki he pau whatunga motu ai pēnā oe, ko loa mohono kakai tō o ngā whaiwa lea towhia, kauria e tō kana, wharehanga ngā tai taki mangata pēa mohotangi ea kono whakamaho ina oe whai kawe koa ke hoko o ngāwe aki ki hono whakatolonga mo le wahi pe whakapoto aki ai taini mo tau mālohianga. Mei he tō tangata kohiri he tō tangata rotonga, pea hiri poki ki he kahao o tuuloa, pea lana whakalaka I ho tau taini ke oa e uesia, au hia, pea mole ai e tau ungaanga, moi tutatu whahoa o tau te whito ki he tau rea whakatonga, ko loa whakatonga, pea mo ui aki ai whakaapa-apa, mamahi I mea, loto tō pe tauhi pā. Nai o haka o kumotua ngā ofa, moi whaai ka rei koa ai ofa, whakaapa-apa, loto tō, mamahi I mea, kai pehe whake tauhi pā. I tō ngani, ka wai a wawao, haapai, e ua, pea moi oma ni wā whoki, pea katon muia, e toki hoka umaha whakaponua, ma tātu whakaholo koe koloa maho ina ia ki he ekonomika e wā mo tonga kotoa koki. Koe kampo e ewa na ngā umu ni hono society ki society. Moha atakai po o makatuunga e nau sa ia ke ila ho ta urunganga. Mo tātu whakaholo ho ta ponua ke hiki aki I o runga ki tau potu taha. Ka koho ka mai ke ta teke mo ngawe whakataha o kuho koia koe koloa kai te ki tau tolu he koho tau tawa koe o tumotua ngā ofa. Ke tau whakaikai, ke tau whakahai aki ai ofa maloto ho ngā ia I he pōunga ki he kehe pēka e marawa rea ke whakatoloa e he polau e rewa ai tau ekonomika mga tuunga ke tau tau he unga whakatonga ke toi leinani. Koe preserving ka taha
Ko taha pea e tau mau e pe whakapoto ake ai ko loa maho inga o tau mau. Pea au ngā ko loa whakaho pea mo pehe ki ho tau tonga, mo unga ngā mo tau rea koki o tau mau. Uari, ke te whauko ke o ngā taitari, kakai ke takma mata me whakaapa-apa. Ua, ngā o he ngai kolo koto konua pakai mea. Ke lahi pe tau moi ngā matanga ake ai ngā mahi mea. Pe au wo, iloi koe ngai koe tolu ai puto bio pe he whamaui o tau ke ke klaso kalaki me ngai kolo kata kumata i ngai o kubotu ke tanta taha ngā ua i malo au puto.
Malo pito e meri, opo ke ohake a mea mahi ngā au pito i e tau whenga ke tau tauhi a e tau whatuma motua, tau ngā waho e tau ngahi koroa, whatonga. Ka koe hahano hai whainga mahi e a e ua, ke ne ngau e aki, a hoto tauhi, a e tau unganga whakatonga, ke mau mea ha ngau mo ui, me wholau ke le ewa, ke le lea ekonomika. Tangi ka hola.
Malo pito. Hake kan ko pehu i ki ewa po i hoku ka misi lala ka po ba ewa ka misi ewa tourism o kumaho iha pito ke nga tas pahola ewa ka hapno kakai ko mai ko ni oba si ma pe ma kinari ki ewa ki sio ki mata to wa mata na na o pai to ni na to ata kau pun kakai tonga kita. Pai na pa ai ka kina to ai mau i mau kita to to. Ta ka kina to ai mau i na ko ni e tau to ai na tau ke tonga. Pe ka te mau le wa kina i lo na ai to wa tau ai kina bo mai ka pa kina ha i hen ki to ki e wa ha ki e wa se te tu ma ya e wa. Ke mau kia ke nau tokoni ma i hea mai ta whapotu ngā tuki ai moea ngā e tau ma tupo kuhui po kia tau ngā kawheni ai ni kia pehe le po ngā ke taimi au to whahai e tau tau ngā maru kai tau ngā kia koia pe maru.
Kalau kita ini kalau di mana mai mahal am Tangkap tu orang tu ni diploma pun kita mamata. Kaya am ho cuma kata aku koya ki kalian pun ke memang ada komponen ni kita fatalo mata tahu mamata. Kita mula ni. Oh sekarang tu aku diploma mata mamata.
Kau ia pewi malah kita pewi. Kau mai dan ki pamulai kau dis ewa tourism. Dia kalau apa yang dis stars and sih kalau ni nak hal ni dia mah dia mata ayu dia orang lain ke aku tourism.
Special thanks to contestant number 5, Ms. Ewa Tourism and Melina Mawena Mamatoki Nāpana with the topic of preserving our Tongan culture. In the beginning of her presentation, she was sharing on the importance of the 4 golden armbands that underscore our Tongan culture: loyalty, keeping good relations, giving heart and respect. She also shared about the importance with our questions there about, as her role as the reigning Miss Ewa Tourism, the importance of how we present our Tongan culture to tourists who come from overseas, because what the tourists see, they're expecting a Friendly Islands experience when they come to the kingdom, and it's up to us on how we present our nation to the world for them to come and want to partake and to invest and spend their well-earned money in helping assist the development of tourism and spending their good-earned money here in Tonga, which of course drives the economy in the nation. So special thanks there to Miss Ewa Tourism. Our next contestant is contestant number 6, Miss Tonga Tourism, Denise Vauima Kahoka. For the Faonelua kuia ai te kese tika ono, is Tonga Tourism, Denise Faonelua Hātoka, ko e taki mamata, pe ko tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, mo paspasi i mai, a Miss Tonga Tourism.
Welcome to the ending of Island Kingdom of Tonga, the heart of Polynesia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in my loyal name. Today, I will be focusing on a topic, tourism in Tonga. What is tourism? Tourism is when a person, a family, travel from one place to another with outside their own country. Today I will be talking about 4 main ideas. And the first one is economic growth. Second, culture and heritage. Third, clean environment. And lastly, the wealth for all Tongans. The question is, what can we do as Tongan to help develop tourism? Sustaining the future economic growth here in Tonga, this is when the tourism industry work together with the private sector, or these are all the small businesses here in Tonga. And one of the business here in Tonga is whale watching. Whale watching is one of the business that help attract tourists to come here to Tonga so that they can be able to enjoy our nature, sea life, animals, and then they can be able to share that with their families and also with their friends. Second, enhancing unique culture and our heritage. What can we do to share our culture with everyone we come here to Tonga? A couple weeks ago, here in Tonga, they always held the culture week. This is the week where younger generation and kids from high school and also from the government school, they share their talents such as the ta'alunga competition, they share poetry. So this will help them and also educate them to be able to prepare for the future. Third, supporting healthy and clean environment. As we all know, the theme for this year for the Miss Heilala is Tonga Masani. Tonga Masani is one of the most important activity that helps Tongans be able to clean their home and also their village so that they can be able to live a clean environment and also for their family as well. And lastly is increase wealth for all Tongans. What can we do as Tongan so that we can be able to increase the way we live? And I know for sure that tourism is one of the industry that can be able to help increase the way that people live. Mahalo.
Thank you very much, Denise. My question is going to be on whale watching. I'm not sure if you know much about it, but I wonder if you can share with us how, if you were to be Miss Heilala, how you would help this industry, the whale watching industry, continue on well here in Tonga and to be sustainable.
Thank you for the question. If I were to be crowned Miss Heilala, or if I would not, what I'm going to do with whale watching is that I would like to encourage and also to educate the people of Tonga, and especially our tourists that come and visit, that when they come and enjoy whale watching, that they shouldn't harass or be able to do anything that can destroy or be able to eat the whale, won't be able to come and so that when they come and see it, they can be able to enjoy it.
Thank you again, Denise, for that presentation. We all agree that tourism is so exciting. Just a quick question. I think without having to say the importance of tourism to Tonga, but participation. When we come here for can you, if you are given the opportunity to advise the CEO, Faonelua, on how to increase the participation of the country in tourism, please.
Thank you for the question. I know from the message that the CEO shared with us for this year is that tourism is everybody's business. And I know for sure that everyone here in this room, even the people here in Tonga, it is our business to be able to work together as one another so that we can be able to preserve our culture and that we can be able to continue on sharing to our tourists so that they can be able to enjoy when they come to visit our country on every month.
Malo au pito, Miss Tonga Tourism, Denise Faonelua Foka, pe makawe na koia, pe taki mamata, pe hare koia pe whamatala a Denise, na e lawe fokia te koe koini e wha, uloaki, koe pono au toloaki, koe tupere kina koe ekonomika o Tonga, kono ua, koe whaunga ke te vahe aki, ai tau whatuma matua, pe matua hau koia ai Tonga, tōru, koe muhono pōpō, i hono whātoronga koe ātakai koe whanua, i wha lewa ke tupere kina e te maona se iti koia ai kai koe whanua me he taki mamata. Ka tau hapa tēne ki contestant Fika Fitu, Miss Cruise Ship, Sia Iloe Piao, Tui Polotu. Contestant number 7 is Miss Cruise Ship, Sia Iloe Piao, Tui Polotu. And of course the topic is cruise ships. We will have a meili ki tōmani. Mō paswasi mai, Miss Cruise Ships.
Malo au pito. Logo e fuka o kei vinia, ka ata ke whai atu e tālanga o makatuunga e ka. Koe ngahi waka meili si tima me takumata e tō. Hange e pe ko ia, ko mō mea i. Ko sia i lom pea atu kulotua masari. Ia, ko au sia masari, pea koe amanaki ko e ni, ke o heka ki loto ki e waka meili. Ke fia ke whakatofongai, kai miscarriage, o roate tahe. Tau. Hello, sailor. Ko sea Europea, Masania. Me amai, lau taki hamama. Mo mea i o kawa ke atongani, i ngahi whanua ke imua, e nima i maketi, o e wakameili i Pasifiki. Hoko hake ki Tahiti, New Caledonia, Fiji pia mo Vanuatu. I ngahi visoni ngawe a 8 minista, o kau e wakameili i ngawe bibini o kulolotonga whakahoko na whakotutu, mo whakamā opo i tauni. Hange ko ia na i whakahoko ki mamata tofua o tau osi. Ko historia o wakameili, i e taimi na i tōla whakamamalahi ai na ekonomika, ne si i hifo i wakameili e hongofuru i e wapi ofi. O whakalakalaka ki mua ai ngawe a tō ngawe, ki e tawhaaki ko ia, koe ni o i wakameili. I he wāta whitu, ko wakameili e tahaon, i he tāko osi, ko wakameili e tahahiri. I he tauni, ko wakameili e uaono, ko hiki peseti e uanima, ia me he tāko osi. Ko os whakapapau i whuki, e laka hake i he wakameili e tō noa, i he tāu kahau, wanoa. O tāketi a kotu ngawe, ke hiki hake a ngahi wakameili, e tuuta mai ki tōngani, o ni manoa i he tāu e lima ka hoko. Ko ia ai, ho eiki, moi kai ngā tō. O ko kore atu ke hoko atu e tau kōpō ki ngā ka benga o Tonga Masani. E whakaofu ofa i ho tau whanua. Mō maa, te atao ke toi lahiani, ana i waka mihi ke tuta mai, o ho tau whanua. Tu a ofa atu, malo, Miss Faonelua, Tonga Masani.
Thank you very much, Ms. Masani. We are indeed impressed with your presentation. Kore peka pateri ni tawar oku mahina bila ngare ko fai ko anga ke pangalate na ni para ni ko tahu semua. Kare tu ni tanah mo pe ko ha tau fatata pe ha pe ayu te ke tokama ke mama fa ke fa hoko ke to lahia ke na pa anga e fa more kita itu na itu kan.
Sai. Kita no ape ke tau ana kai. Kita ape tau ki ko bebe, ko na ke mai ko no. Ke ika tau bebe ke ma amo Masani, ke unga mo tau. Ki fonuan ke ngal ke friendly island. Ke ape tau mau anga banga ko ni na ke sino ke. An pe na su mention ya tu. Oh my god, ka fula bebe ba mo. O hane pe hatau. Hanau ma whakatau, e tau koro at matonga, o tau ngahi. Me akai ko atu konua, o kai se ni ko ia he tokoni, ki o tau kure anga tonga ni, ke to hiki a te leliri ko na whakakonohika. Tete whaosi, o ko kore atu, whakamone mone, ko tu atore ne bumisi, hei a, mo ka whamaa pe ni tatau pe ko usio ki ai. Ke fai mo Heilala ka si foka pa e.
Claro, sí. Matala alke taini molah yang upaka kau tahu main tomani. Tahan ayah au tape au advice ka Moimoi. Agak ini yang defy infrastruktur yang akal pada macam tangkap lah ke kau kepala lalahi. Obai nak akal tahan ayah di tahu lah fai ke tahu ini pak tahu takai baru isu ke. Mai molah yang kau kau arah ini kita semua adalah yang upaka lalahi kau mai jadi. Kau ini menolak mengenai perbedaan dalam hal faham ni CEO dan mamata itu agak itu kena ke transisi dengan perbedaan faham.
Sai. Kau PHP, kau telefon PHP, kau ni ayam. Kau lihat ke ngahi, kalau kau kan ngahi berbeda kena, mak Allah atau mak atua, mak Allah kita.
Miss Cruise Ships here in Nuku'alofa on the topic of cruise ships there. Her presentation centered in the beginning about discussing the 5% increase we've experienced in Tonga in terms of cruise ships that are visited in the last 12 months, and also with the goal of 30 plus cruise ships to be coming to the kingdom by 2020, and of course a longer term goal of 50 cruise ships to visit us, our shores annually moving forward. The two questions that were posed to her first was about how do we increase the spending of our tourists on the cruise ships whilst here in the kingdom. Obviously they're only here usually for a day at a time, and also how to resolve some of the different problems such as rubbish and so forth that we're experiencing from time to time when they're here in the kingdom. So thank you very much to Miss Cruise Ships. Our next contestant is contestant number 8. After contestant number 8, we will be taking a short 5 to 10 minute break. Koe contestant tiga baru, Miss Ka'apai Tourism, Mele Latu. Contestant number 8 is talking on the topic of Tonga Masani, or our beautiful Tonga. Mo paspas imai a Miss Ha'apai Tourism.
Masani ai mea kotoa gai ai ofa I api fia ai me am kotoa gai ai ofa I api.
Kabenga yauni ko Tonga Masani. Ko hai Tonga Masani. Ko Tonga Masani o kukakano I loto ai ai maa whaafo'ofa Masani o atakai. Whiawhaaki me whetokon ake o whamiri Masani o nganga e tau tupu. I atakai ki hatonga o ku Masani o whemau ke tau tauhi mo tokanga e kina ai atakai mange ko e matatahi ngahi tupu I golo ko ngahi matanga pe ko ngahi peku I loa ko koe o kutaka o tau whonuani kai malawa ke tau tala ko Tonga o ku Masani ko hono wa te tanoa kai ki he tau tupu mo e a family anga ko koe e ne tokanga I kina ai Masani ko koe o Tonga ko e Ngai mea koko whemau he tau tupu mo family ke nau mau kai malawa ke tau pehe ko Tonga o Masani o Tonga nau mau e whiawhaaki mau e whetokon aki iei mo ofa pea o ku iai mo o ku taofi ai tā mo whamamahi ko koe I api koe tau tupu o ku malawa ke tau hanga whaka ai ke na o te na nofo ke iki me ke ako ke whasisi ai a tae mau ngawe tamu whasisi ai ai ngawe ake o whaitoko na tapu I o tau whonuani ko e ngahi ngawe lewa te tau malawa ke tau whai ke tau hanga o Popoi a Tonga Masani o ton ke ngawe whataha e pure anga me kakai o whonua ke no tokanga e kina ai maa me whafo'ofa Masani ko koho tau ki whonua pea I kai ke ngatai ke whetokon aki mo whiawhaaki a ngai family pea whakaosi koe Masani unganga ko koe o tau tupu ko noa e whonga ke tau whai ke tau hanga e pure anga o whamamawhai e lao ki he laku ko koe o rewe ke tau e tau atakai pe maa pea ku hono wa ka no whamamawhai o tā mo whamamahi api kai malawa ke ohi hanga whanau o ku nau nganga lelei pea o ku nau mohu ako ne kina. Ka ku hono tolu rewa ke tauhanga o te whai ki hoko atu ai Masani kone ki hono whai ko ke toko nii mo whapopou I mo whalotolahi ai kakai e whonua ki mo tokanga kina o maa ko koe o Tonga. Malori.
Malori puto mea halaiwang. O kere me mahuinga na ke ohake I o whamatala, te kau aki me tokoni ai whamiri ki Tonga Masani. O blahe laulea ia ki atakai I he tokoni ki Tonga Masani, ka iai e whamatala anai ke totupuka ko tokanga lahi ki haha o whale, te kau aki me tokoni ai whamiri ki hono mau o e foi. Ma ane mawinga koe ni ko Tonga Masani. Na yako o lawe ki he mohu ako ni kina e tau whānau. E ana whewhe hana whakahoko ia e he loto I whamini.
Malo bito. Koe kupehe koe ki mua koe o pia e tokoni ai whamiri ki hono tokanga I kina koe o Tonga Masani. E a tau pehe koe whanau koe I ahoni tuku I ahoni koe kahau ia o whanua. Pea o ku alu koe ngahi aho me taini o kuao e tā ia o ku teke te whaunga ia, whaunga lele ia ke whaetanga a kone kina ake tau whanau. E a ko pehe rewa koe tā o I kai ki whukta ia whai koe o e tauhi koe tau whanau. A kone kina o tōru aka ngahi ako naki lelei, ngai whana mea ngai whae ki mu whanau. Kalawa ke hohi ake ki tamasi ko ia ko ki tahini ko ia ko kune mao nga ki loto ko te o fa aki ko kona ki nga ki unga ko lele ke fasisi ia ki ai nga ki parapare ma o hoko e to ku nga ia honi ane ko parapare mata o nga mea hoko i ko nga ni ko nga we to ku ko no nga pe ko kai ko te lava ko e family o tokanga e kina na whanau ki na wakonaki mo arani hanga whanawhana mea lelea te na toki whai atu ki na hopata ki na mo uike oa i hoko hanga parupalema i he atakai ko o tonga ka malawa ki te i ko Tonga Masani.
Mahalo kito me halakan. Koe ku whehui, ku ke lawe mai ki he wak whehui whekawaki Moimoi whatomia i abi ai whamiri ai mātua ki he takomia o whanau. Whewhenai hangahi whotu whakaukau mea te koe whekawaki moi tau tangata koe o koe. Whawhoofa rita tau whanua koe ngahi my comments ni kakai na folau mai ki tongan hatai no ni whawhoofa ia maa pi tau tongan. Koe hana hi whotu whakaukau mea te koe ki he use. Ke ngā hongo atu hono patoa ki e hawhuri. Ka venga ngā ua koe ni ke hongo atu koe whawhoofa tau whonga.
Alo, beto. Koe i whotu whakaukau koe whewheka pau koe pure ana ke nau hanga o mai ha whai whani ki tō tupu ke nau malawa ke nau hanga tokoni ki tō tupu i ki tupu tolo ke nau tokoni ai ki kono tau ke maa ni whawhofa koe na maa koe whatata tēni ki hapai koe tōla i koe tō tupu koe i no mau ki i kolo koe nā mea pe whai koe i nupe moe no fopehe halani ni aha to ai ni me pe a o kugiga na ngau na tobia e fai ka ku ko e hoko ko e ai ngahi ai o gane fandi ku ya ngau fati mo pe ha pai ko e pa ale ka kai o tu se de ko e halani dai ko toni se le ba ka ma o mai ha fo fandi ha fo pa ana ki a ma ki to tu o pa mai ke na ke Alani haru tola whenua kana tōko e nā ngau ia o pia e nau ananaki e nau ki wā ke nau aru koto ka ngai ki tō vene tau ki whamaata koe e kōre.
From the Faonelua, that was Ms. Hapai Tourism Mena Heilala Pre-Pageant with the topic of Tonga Masani. She of course was focusing on the beauty of our beautiful island kingdom, with a particular focus there on the cleanliness of the environment. The second part of her presentation was focusing on the role of families, and in particular the role of our Tongan youth in terms of ensuring that our environment remains clean into the future. She also talked about the elimination of domestic violence in the home, and the questions were about how to maintain the cleanliness, and she provided an example from Whangai, perhaps there could be an incentive by the government to provide funding or short-term employment to some of the youth to participate in some of the rubbish clean-up programs that are already underway in Hapai. Ladies and gentlemen, te tau hopa tēne ke ki māro o te nima ki hongo whulu, ka tā pē au whamau o ka mau oko, ai hongo lua ki kuia ngā oe. Te ospiri tonga whulu, te ospiri te nima ki hongo whulu, te tau hopa atu ki te tested tika hiwa. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute short break. Please don't walk too far away. We will be reconvening very, very shortly before we move on to contestant number 9. I'll ask our DJ to play some music to serenade us, and we'll reconvene in 5 to 10 minutes. Malo au.